Lady just
couple of
yields her
months
time to
into the
Gowdy
presidency.
for the third
See
time.
if you can recall this
Third time he's got
text
time yielded to him.
that you received. Finally, 2 pages away from finishing ATPM. Do you know the president resigns in the end? What is ATPM?
I believe it's a reference to the book All the President's Men.
All right. Do you recall how you replied?
Generally, I feigned surprise and
They're
said
squirming
something
back
to the effect
there.
that we should be so lucky or fortunate.
No, it was lucky. Lucky in what way?
Sir, that he would resign as president.
You wanted him to resign 2 months into his presidency?
Sir, my sense was
Oh, dang.
personal belief that
Dang.
I was not pleased with the direction and things that were being
Oh,
done.
they just switched. They just
I
like
thought you
switched
trusted the
out
American
some lawyers
people.
or
I
something.
thought that was what you said in August of 2016, that the American
know.
people would stop him, and then they didn't stop him, and
Right.
here we are in March, all of a sudden not trusting the American people anymore.
Sir, would I utterly trust the American people? Would I worry about
We
it
don't
when the
trust you,
government of
mother-
Russia puts their fingers on the scale and causes the will of the American
many
people to be
indictments have
something
there been?
other than America elected
How many
that president?
indictments have there been of Americans for collusion with Russia?
Sir, I couldn't answer that question.
Sure you
Been a
could.
couple.
When
You worked on the
when
investigation.
you say the first, you know full well, sir, collusion is not a crime. I don't know where that term came from, but
Well, you're right.
y'all.
It's not. It's not conspiracy,
Collusion, delusion.
coordination,
Yes.
collusion. A lot of people use those
Trump,
words in
y'all
the
are
same way. How about we say conspiracy?
Sure.
How many Americans have been indicted for conspiring with Russia to impact the 2016 election?
None, to my knowledge.
Yet.
Yeah.
And we'll be happy to get Mr. Nadler as a witness at next
Next.
week's hearing if he wants to help you answer that. So you wanted President Trump to resign 2 months into his presidency.
No, sir. I think I read that text as a snarky comment about a book that was being
You're
read.
crazy. You're
in a
out of
comment
your.
made. It is a conversational text exchange. It is not a written expression of a desire
what?
for something to occur.
Maybe I missed it.
Right, I'm
Tell
just-
me, God, that we should be so lucky.
Yes, sir. And I think you would accept as a very intelligent, sophisticated man that people frequently speak when they're texting or in conversation. You'll say things that are hyperbole or exaggerations or not
But they
literal
come
because
from
that is
your
the nature of the
inside
Usually,
heart.
Agent Struk, not when I was
Bias
supposed to be
based.
dispassionately, neutrally investigating someone. I actually did not. But let's go. Let's go. We've already passed the who gives
I
F.
shouldn't be laughing, but
One more AD versus an investigation leading to impeachment. And I think we've already established that there is a school of thought that you can be impeached even if you're not a current office holder. You can be barred from holding office in the future, but you did not engage in any impeachment analysis in your other 2016 investigation with Secretary Clinton. You saved all of that for candidate Trump. So I want to go to another text. You and I both know the odds are nothing. If I thought it was likely, I'd be there, no question. Now, this is the
Nail
day
in the
after Mueller
coffin.
was appointed. When
Right.
you said be there, are you talking about on his team?
Yes, sir.
I hesitate in part because of my gut
They've been
sense
proving
and
him
concern.
all
There's
day.
no big there. So in addition to disappointing the hell out of my Democrat colleagues, that someone who was investigating Russian collusion didn't think there was any there, why would
When
you
that's
be
what you
concerned? Why would
define
you
as
not be
there?
ecstatic
What?
that there was no
Maybe I heard
collusion?
it.
Why the word concern?
Sir, I don't know what I meant. Concern to me seems like there's a lot going
Be-
on and a lot
Okay.
presumptive that there may be something like impeachment. But, sir, you got to pick. Which one do you
They've
want?
been hounding
I'm
him.
either
like,
convinced that there's
he's trying
impeachment,
to come back.
or I'm convinced what you just read, that there's no there. And the reality, sir, if you look at it, is the fact that I was looking at this
That's
with an
you-
open mind and saying,
No, heavily
I don't know
biased.
what
Actually,
there is.
Agent Struk,
You're
of all the
lying.
universe of options, that's
It
not
might
the
be
one I
impeachment.
picked. But of all the universe of options, you looking at something with an open mind is not the one I picked.
That's the obvious one to conclude from that email.
I'll take the one that I
No.
picked. The one I picked, and it breaks my heart to say this about an agent
Get
or
him.
an agency that I have tremendous respect for. You as a counterintelligence officer had
Disgrace.
no interest in participating in a counterintelligence investigation that was not going to lead to impeachment.
No, sir.
That's how I read it.
Mr.
If I
Chairman,
thought it was
Mr. Chairman,
likely,
you are, Mr.
I'd be
Chairman,
there, no question.
you are assuming
I
someone else's
hesitate in
position.
part.
Chairman, you're coming to conclusions on someone else's viewpoints in the hearing.
I'm
Allow
His
the witness to
own.
respond.
That's what it stems from, his messages. And that's his viewpoint, you crazy.
Because of my gut sense and concern, there's no
They got her in the picture.
there.
Sir, may I
What
respond?
were you concerned wasn't there?
Sir, my concern was not knowing, given these allegations, what existed. Whether on the one hand, there was no criminal activity whatsoever, towards the middle, that there were individuals kind of pursuing their
He's
own
getting
agendas for
mad
their own
now,
self-enrichment,
They're-
or on the far end, that there might be an impeachable offense.
Trying
Why would
to
you
at
want to
least.
investigate?
May I answer your question?
Well, my question is, why would you not want
Right,
to
like-
investigate that?
Sir, I did want to investigate that. That is not what you're
But
reading.
I
What
did
you're
not
reading
just-
is my trying to decide what I want to do with the course of my
gotta
career
hear
and
this.
whether to stay as a deputy assistant director in the counterintelligence division, where I have oversight of a wide variety of threats around the globe,
And target
or whether I want to
individuals,
remove
whoever y'all
myself
doing it,
and
your
go work on
FBI,
something in the special
whoever.
counsel's office that is
That's
very
gotta
specific.
stop, man. This
that is
shit's
going
getting
to
hectic.
take. I don't know how long it's
Excuse
going
me,
to take.
man.
Well, you're
Now,
leaving,
so, sir, but what to your point?
you're leaving out
though,
one really
this-
important word, Agent Struk.
This-
Impeachment. That was in
exactly,
all
so,
of your
sir,
text.
Regular order.
They-
Now a minute
he
and a
brought it-
half over. Does it?
Sorry, if we made that one
on and
He brought it
on
back.
and on as long as
The
you
quicker
want.
I can
The chairman
go.
is
Well,
interrupted
point of
40
order.
I would
times
take
Time
your
is
one
up.
big word of impeachment and add 4 big words of no big there. And the reality is, you know full well I said both. And you
Look
know
like a
why I
mean
said
kitty,
both.
Struk.
Why I did that and what I'm telling you under oath is that I did not know what existed. I had prejudged nothing. That was all to be determined. And that is a
Right,
logical
just shaking
way for
my head, just
investigators,
shake- are you-
attorneys,
are you,
and sheriffs
Starting
to approach
with the
investigation.
political death
Gotcha,
penalty
like,
and
always
impeachment
the
is not
sun-
the
like-
logical way a neutral, dispassionate.
Point of order.
Chairman, we're demanding equal
You're
time
not
for every member of the
testifying
New Jersey is
personally here,
recognized.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman.
And
Let
if you
them get the
can't
truth.
control yourself, how do you expect this committee to control
Are you-
itself?
this
You've
must be
been
so
out of
bad.
control since you've been on this committee. Why don't you
can't do
leave it
nothing but
alone?
laugh.
This is not Benghazi.
The gentle
You
lady
Brit-
from New Jersey
Did Democrat
is
just say
recognized.
that? She just said
You're
that. That
recognized,
Democrat? Are you?
Congressman.
Ooh.
You're recognized.
When she finishes.
Well, hallelujah.
No, you
First
can't.
of all, Mr. Strozak, I want
Repent.
to thank you for your service. Secondly, Mr.